What is up, guys? Welcome to my trailer breakdown for Arrow Season 6, Episode 16, titled The Thanatos Guild, or maybe The Thanatos Guild. We've never seen them before, we've never heard them before, so I don't really know how it's pronounced. All I'm saying is you get rid of the T and the A, and it's Thanos. Coincidence? Avengers Infinity War is coming out in a month and a half. Coincidence? I think so. But without further ado, let's watch the trailer, because you all know you can't break down a trailer without watching it first.
You are an heiress to the demon. That is something you can never truly run from.
You cannot deny your father's legacy any more than I can deny mine. They will find you.
Meet the new assassins. Stand down!
Blood will be shed.
Arrow, all new Thursday, March 29th on the CW.
First of all, this episode is not coming out until March 29th. That is a 2-week break. This Thursday is going to be the 15th. Next Thursday is the 22nd. So that's 2 Thursdays without Arrow. I don't understand why they keep on going on so many breaks. This is the 3rd break this season. There was the normal Christmas, December, January break that we have every season, and then there was another abnormal break between February and March. And then after 2 episodes, not 2 episodes after that break, we have another 2-week break between March and the end of March. It's kind of stupid. I think the reason they're doing this is either because they're trying to stretch out to May. I know the last one, the last break they did because of the Winter Olympics, but this time around I don't see any reason for this break other than the fact that they're trying to extend it to May. But I don't really know if they need to do that. But if that's the case, then why not just start the season in like November or something, so you can get to May with 23 episodes. I just really don't like these breaks, especially when they're so common like this. Like, having one big break in December and January does not bother me because it's just one break, you get it over with. But here, this is the 3rd break this season. It's ridiculous. Stop it with these breaks already. First thing I want to talk about here is that Nyssa is alive. It was kind of confirmed that she was alive a while back. I even made a video about it, I think at the end of January. But it wasn't confirmed that she was alive. It was confirmed that she was coming back. So I thought maybe, possibly it's a flashback, but I highly doubted it. And now, the fact that she's alive bothers me. Not because I dislike the character or anything, but that's just another character who did not die in the island explosion, which is a huge problem. Nobody died, and at least, like, I thought maybe some side characters are gonna die, because, I mean, if main characters if they don't have the balls to kill off main characters, at least side characters. But the only characters who died in the explosion were confirmed to be dead was Samantha. Nobody else was confirmed to be dead, I think, as far as I remember, and that really bothers me. So the fact that Nyssa is alive bothers me, not because I dislike the character or anything, but because it just confirms that another character didn't die in the Lian explosion. So 5 seconds in to the trailer, we do see this box, and going off the trailer, there's no way to know what this box is at all. The only thing you think or know is that it is a box connected to the League of Assassins, and if you think that, you would be kind of right. The synopsis does explain what this box is, so in order to get a better understanding of the episode and to explain what this box is, I'm going to read this synopsis real quick. And by the way, this is the first of 3 synopses. There's a synopsis from it's not a synopsis, but Marco and I talked about this episode for a little bit, like a month back, 2 months back, and I did make a video about it, and I will expand on that in a little bit. There's also a synopsis or a character description for Athena, who will be the main villain of this episode, so that's another synopsis for this episode because it explains her character and she's a big part of the episode. So I'm going to read the first of 3 synopses right now. Nyssa Al Ghul returns to Star City to warn Thea that a group of renegade League of Assassins members are planning to attack her. This group, led by Athena, is intent on finding a mysterious box that Malcolm left behind and will stop at nothing to get it. Nyssa helps Oliver come to a life-changing realization. So we know that this box is a box that Malcolm left behind. What is in the box? I don't have a clue. It might be something connected to the Ra's al Ghul mantle. That's probably what it is, because that's what the League of Assassins members, or the Renegade League of Assassins members, are after. That's probably why they're after, because or at least they think it has something to do with Ra's al Ghul. It might be just Malcolm leaving behind something for Thea, just like to remember him by, maybe like a picture of them or something like that. But that does seem a little corny, so it might be something connected to the mantle of Ra's al Ghul, maybe the ring. Although I think the ring was burnt. Like, I think Nyssa al Ghul put it into like this fire. I think she dropped it into fire. So I think that ring is gone. But he might have made a new one. Maybe he was Ra's al Ghul technically, so he could have made a new one, because I mean the rings don't last forever. So that's my prediction to what is in the box is the Ra's al Ghul ring, and that's why the Renegade League of Assassins members are planning to attack her. So who is Athena? She will be the main villain of the episode, and Athena is obviously the Greek god, and she is also that in the DC Comics, but this is clearly a different character, because there's no way that they're going to introduce Athena on Arrow. If anything, they're gonna do it on Legends of Tomorrow, probably, because they did go to Themyscira there. So in the comics, Athena is a goddess as well. She has appeared in a lot of Wonder Woman comics, but here it's definitely not. I think this is going to be an original character, because the only character in the DC Comics named Athena is this Greek goddess, except for one character who I have no way of proving is the same character. So her character description reads, bearing a scar across her face as an example of her fearlessness and determination, Athena aims to maintain the legacy of Malcolm Merlyn, her fallen commander, and thus sees anyone who was once associated with him as a potential threat. So it seems like that the reason she wants this box is to maintain the legacy of Malcolm Merlyn. So it is probably the box with the new Ra's al Ghul ring, even though he wasn't Ra's al Ghul when he died. I think that he did probably make a new one, and that's why Athena is looking for this box. Or maybe she's just looking for this box because she thinks Malcolm Merlyn left something behind, and it says that she sees anybody who was once associated with Malcolm Merlyn as a potential threat. That is everyone on the show, so that is why she is a villain, and that's why she's gonna be the main villain of the week. So before I continue breaking down the trailer, I want to talk about the ending of the synopsis, which is Nyssa helps Oliver come to a life-changing realization. And this kind of connects to what I said about the third synopsis, which isn't really a synopsis. All it says is 1, Nyssa al Ghul is back, 2, she's going to warn Team Arrow about an impending threat, and 3, this will be a show-changing episode. And this is probably the part of the synopsis that they're talking about. Nyssa helps Oliver come to a life-changing realization. So I thought it would be a main character death, and which will make this episode a show-changing and an episode that will change the show forever, rather. And what's likely going to happen is that Roy and Thea are going to leave the show, and then the thing that changes the whole show is that Oliver comes to a life-changing realization. Maybe it's something to do with his code on killing. Maybe it has something to do with Felicity. I don't know. I really have no clue about that. But that will definitely be the thing that changes the show forever. I'm hoping that it is the thing about either killing or Felicity. I don't really care. Like, if this leads to him killing again from time to time, maybe even killing the dragon, aka Ricardo Diaz, I'm good with that. If it leads to the destruction of his marriage with Felicity, I'm good with that too. I don't really know what this life-changing realization is, but whatever it is, I'm probably going to be down with it. Actually, I just thought of what it was while recording that last recording, and it might have something to do with Oliver being the Green Arrow. In the last episode, it was hinted towards. Diggle kept on mentioning how Oliver isn't giving him back the hood, which was annoying on Diggle's part, especially since he was a terrible Green Arrow, and I never want to see that again. But this might be what it is. I really hope it's not, because if it is, that means it's going to change the show forever, which means he won't be the Green Arrow anymore. That sounds kind of lame, so I don't want that to happen, but I think that is. I think either Nyssa helps him come to the realization that he needs to be the Green Arrow, or helps him come to the realization that he doesn't need to be the Green Arrow. Either one's possible. I'm hoping it's the former rather than the latter, because I do want to see him be the Green Arrow until the end of the show. He is the Green Arrow, Diggle is not, and even though I think this is what will lead Oliver to make this life-changing realization. That's not really life-changing though, so that might not be true. The life-changing version of this would be that Oliver does stop being Green Arrow, because his life now is being Green Arrow, so him continuing being Green Arrow wouldn't be life-changing. So that's kind of scary in terms of him not being Green Arrow anymore. I really hope Nyssa does not help Oliver come to that life-changing realization, but that's definitely what I think this part of the synopsis is talking about. Oliver being the Green Arrow, whether he should be or he shouldn't be. Last thing to talk about is Roy Harper, and it seems like he has a new suit. This is actually kind of disappointing to me because I really wanted to see him back in the Arsenal suit. The fact that he's not back in the Arsenal suit is disappointing as hell. That suit was one of the best suits on Arrow ever. The fact that he's not in it is disappointing, mainly because it appeared in season 4. So why wouldn't it appear now? I don't remember it being destroyed or anything in season 4. So if they don't explain that, that will be, again, disappointing. But this new costume is kind of accurate to the comics. If it was red, I think it looks kind of black, but the hat he's wearing, I think it looks like it's the exact same hat he wears in the New 52 comics. The thing about that is I never liked his New 52 costume. I think it was really lazy. I think I much preferred his old costume. I think not in the comics. His old costume in the comics with that hat looked kind of ridiculous, but his old costume on the show was the best costume he's ever had. And this new hat costume, even though it's accurate to the New 52, despite it being black instead of red, it's just the hat that's accurate. I can't really tell what the costume looks like, and it's probably barely a costume. It's just a hat, that black suit, and then his bow and quiver. That's really all it is, despite the fact that it is kind of accurate to the New 52. And I say kind of because, like I said, the costume is black and not red. Despite this, I would have much preferred seeing him in his old Arsenal costume because it's one of the best costumes on the show. So anyway, let me know what you thought about the trailer in the comments down below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you like this video. Thanks for watching.